Summer Bear, Life Balance Education, and Salt Lake Community College present the Mockingjay Players in the Hunger Games Mockingjay radio drama. Peeta has been rescued from the Capitol. However, he has been hijacked using Tracker Jacker venom. He now believes that Katniss is no longer human. Katniss was so hurt by this that she went to the front line in District 2. As she was giving a speech in District 2, she was shot.
Katniss!
Stay with me.
Always.
I'm alive.
No kidding, brainless.
Oh, ow.
Still a little sore? They started cutting back on my morphling supply a few days ago. Afraid I'm going to turn into one of those freaks from 6. I've had to borrow from you when the coast was clear. Didn't think you'd mind.
Mind? How can I mind when she was almost tortured to death by Snow?
Ugh, that's better. Maybe they were onto something in 6. Drug yourself out and paint flowers on your body. Not such a bad life. Seemed happier than the rest of us, anyway. They have this head doctor here who comes around every day, supposed to be helping me recover. Like some guy who spent his life in this rabbit warren's going to fix me up. He's a complete idiot. At least 20 times a session he reminds me that I'm totally safe. How about you, Mockingjay? You feel totally safe?
Oh, yeah. Well, right up until I got shot.
Please, that bullet never even touched you. Cinna saw to that.
The pain comes from broken ribs, then?
Not even. Bruised pretty good. The impact ruptured your spleen. They couldn't repair it. Don't worry, you don't need one. And if you did, they'd find you one. Wouldn't they? It's everybody's job to keep you alive.
Is that why you hate me?
Partly. Jealousy is certainly involved. I also think you're a little hard to swallow with your tacky romantic drama and your defender of the hopeless act. Only, it isn't an act, which makes you more unbearable. Please feel free to take this personally.
You should have been the Mockingjay. No one would have had to feed you lines.
True, but no one likes me.
They trusted you to get me out, and they're afraid of you.
Here, maybe. In the Capitol, you're the one they're scared of.
Katniss!
Your cousin now is not afraid of me. Are you, gorgeous?
She terrifies me.
Ow, ow. Don't make me laugh.
You've got to stop running straight into trouble.
I know, but someone blew up a mountain.
You think I'm heartless.
I know you're not, but I won't tell you it's okay.
Katniss, what difference is there, really, between crushing your enemy in a mind and blowing them out of the sky with one of Beettee's arrows? The result is the same.
I don't know. We were under attack in 8 for one thing. The hospital was under attack.
Yes, and those planes came from District 2. So by taking them out, we prevent further attacks.
But that kind of thinking. You could turn it into an argument for killing anyone at any time. You could justify sending kids into the Hunger Games to prevent the districts from getting out of line.
I don't buy that.
I do. It must be those trips to the arena.
Fine, we know how to disagree. We always have. Between the two of us, we've got District 2 now.
Who shot me? Was it the man I was talking to?
No, it wasn't. It was one of the Capitol-born soldiers.
Was there fighting after I was shot?
Not much. The workers from the Nut turned on the Capitol soldiers. The rebels just sat by and watched. Actually, the whole country just sat by and watched.
Well, that's what they do best.
Oh, Katniss, Gale, I'm about to orchestrate an entertainment propo that's sure to be popular. After all, everybody loves a wedding.
You want me to marry Peeta for a propo? He hates me.
Oh no, Katniss, not your wedding. Finnick and Annie's. All you need to do is show up and pretend to be happy for them.
That's one of the few things I don't have to pretend, Plutarch.
You may kiss the bride.
Introducing Mr. and Mrs. Odair in their first dance.
Are you going to miss the chance to let Snow see you dancing? What would spell victory louder than a happy Mockingjay twirling around to music?
No, I'm not. Prim, come dance with me.
Attention! Attention! Thank you. We have a surprise. The wedding cake.
Katniss, let's you and me have a talk.
What's happening to him? He decorated that cake. I recognize Peeta's work when I see it.
I don't know. None of us knows. Sometimes he's almost rational, and then for no reason, he goes off again. Doing the cake was kind of therapy. He's been working on it for days. Watching him, he seemed almost like before.
So, he's got the run of the place?
Oh no, he's frosted under heavy guard. He's still under lock and key, but I have talked to him.
Face to face? And he didn't go nuts?
No, he's pretty angry with me, but for all the right reasons. Not telling him about the rebel plot and whatnot. He says he'd like to see you. Are you ready to see him, Katniss?
I guess so.
Don't worry, we'll be watching you, and here's the earpiece so I can talk you through anything I have to.
Hey,
Katniss,
Haymitch said you wanted to talk to me?
look at you for starters. You're not very big, are you? Or especially pretty.
Well, you've looked better.
And not even remotely nice. Say that to me after all I've been through.
Yeah, well, we've all been through a lot. And you're the one who is known for being nice, not me. Look, I don't feel so well. Maybe I'll drop by tomorrow.
Katniss, I remember about the bread.
They showed you the tape of me talking about it.
No. Is there a tape of you talking about it? Why didn't the Capitol use it against me?
I made it the day you were rescued. So, what do you remember?
You, in the rain, digging in our trash bins, burning the bread.
Stupid creature!
My mother hitting me, taking the bread out for the pig, but then giving it to you instead.
Here, take it. Quickly.
That's it. That's what happened. The next day at school, I wanted to thank you, but I didn't know how.
We were outside at the end of the day. I tried to catch your eye, you looked away, and then for some reason I think you picked a dandelion.
Yeah,
I must have loved you a lot.
you did.
Did you love me?
Everyone says I did. Everyone says that's why Snow had you tortured. To break me.
That's not an answer. I didn't know what to think when they showed me some of the tapes. In the first arena, it looked like you tried to kill me with those tracker jackers.
I was trying to kill all of you. You had me treed.
And later, there's a lot of kissing. Didn't seem very genuine on your part. Did you like kissing me?
Sometimes. You know people are watching us now.
I know. What about Gale?
He's not a bad kisser either.
And it was okay with both of us? You kissing the other?
No. It wasn't okay with either of you. But I wasn't asking your permission.
Well, you're a real piece of work, aren't you?
What do you mean I'm not going to the Capitol? I have to go. I'm the Mockingjay.
And as the Mockingjay, your primary goal of unifying the districts against the capital has been achieved. Don't worry. If it goes well, we'll fly you in for the surrender.
That'll be too late. I'll miss all the fighting. You need me. I'm the best shot you've got. Gale's going.
Gale has shown up for training every day, unless otherwise occupied with approved duties. We feel confident that he can manage himself in the field. How many training sessions do you estimate you've attended?
Well, sometimes I was hunting, and I trained with Beettee down in special weaponry.
It's not the same, Katniss. We all know you're smart and brave and a good shot, but we need soldiers in the field. You don't know the first thing about executing orders, and you're not exactly at your physical peak.
That didn't bother you when I was an 8, or 2 for that matter.
You weren't originally authorized for combats in either case.
And both resulted in your injury.
But I have to go.
Why?
Because of 12. Because they destroyed my district.
Well, you have 3 weeks. It's not long. But you can begin training. If the assignment board deems you fit, possibly we will review your case.
Ugh, they won't let me go!
Maybe they'll let you train too.
Fine, I'll train, but I'm going to that stinking capital even if I have to kill a crew and fly myself there.
Probably not the best to bring that up in training. But it's nice to know I'll have a ride. Well, get ready. We can't be late for training. What's wrong, Joanna? It's just water. It won't kill us.
Just water. Won't kill me.
I don't think I can do it.
You can do it. We both can. We're victors, remember? We're the ones who can survive anything they throw at us.
Oh, I'm so tired.
Yeah, I'm going to get ready for bed. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. You can look at my stuff if you want.
This spile makes me thirsty just looking at it. The pearl. That's the one that Peeta gave you.
Yeah. It made it through somehow.
Haymitch says he's getting better.
Maybe. But he's changed.
So have you, so have I, and Finnick and Haymitch and Beettee. Don't get me started on any Cressida. The arena messed us all up pretty good, don't you think? Or do you feel like the girl who volunteered for your sister?
No.
That's one of the things I think my head doctor might be right about. There's no going back, so we might as well get on with things.
Very good, soldiers.
I think winning the games was easier.
That is it for the day. You are dismissed.
Katniss, Joanna,
Hi, Gale.
let's get some dinner.
First shipment of food arrived this morning. That's real beef from District 10. Not any of your wild dog.
Don't remember you turning it down.
Look, there's Deli, Annie, and Finnick. Let's go sit with them.
How's training going?
Good.
Peeta! It's so nice to see you out and about.
What's with the fancy bracelets?
I'm not quite trustworthy yet. I can't even sit here without your permission.
Sure, sit here. We're old friends. Peeta and I had adjoining cells in the Capitol. We're very familiar with each other's screams.
No.
Good job, Joanna.
What? My head doctor says I'm not supposed to censor my thoughts. It's part of my therapy.
Annie, did you know it was Peeta who decorated your wedding cake? Back home, his family ran the bakery, and he did all the icing.
Thank you, Peeta. It was beautiful.
If we're gonna fit in that walk, we better go. Good seeing you, Peeta.
You be nice to her, Finnick, or I might try to take her away from you.
Oh, Peeta. Don't make me sorry I restarted your heart.
He did save your life, Peeta. More than once.
For her. For the rebellion, not for me. I don't owe him anything.
Maybe not. But Mags is dead and you're still here. That should count for something.
Yeah, a lot of things should count for something that don't seem to, Katniss. I've got some memories I can't make sense of, and I don't think the Capitol touched them. A lot of nights on the train, for instance. So, Gale, are you two officially a couple now, or are they still dragging out the star-crossed lover thing?
Still dragging.
I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it myself.
Believed what?
You.
You'll have to be a little more specific. What about me?
That they replaced you with the evil mutt version of yourself.
Ah.
You done, Katniss?
Yes.
I didn't expect that.
I told you he hated me.
It's the way he hates you. It's so familiar. I used to feel like that when I watched you kissing him on the screen. Only I knew I wasn't being entirely fair. He can't see that.
Maybe he just sees me as I really am. I have to go get some sleep.
Hold on. So that's what you're thinking of yourself now? Katniss, as your oldest friend, believe me when I say, he's not seeing you as you really are.
You missed the best part. Deli lost her temper at Peeta over how he treated you. She got very squeaky. It was like something was stabbing a mouse with a fork repeatedly. The whole dining hall was riveted.
What'd Peeta do?
He started arguing with himself like he was two people. The guards had to take him away. On the good side, no one seemed to notice I finished his stew.
Joanna, you could really hear him screaming?
That was part of it, like the Jabberjays in the arena. Only it was real, and it didn't stop after an hour. Tick-tock.
Tick-tock.
You have passed his training, Soldier Everdeen. You are in squad 451.
Let me see your orders. You're with me. It's a special unit of sharpshooters. Join your squad, 451. We are needed in command. Follow me.
This is the target surrounding the Peacekeepers' barracks. Not unimportant, but yet not the most crucial target. Yet, look.
There are so many lights. What are they?
Each light is called a pod. It represents a different obstacle, the nature of which could be anything from a bomb to a band of mutts. Make no mistake, whatever it contains is either to trap or kill you. Some have been in place since the dark days. Others developed over the years. To be honest, I created a fair number myself. This program, which one of our people absconded with when we left the capital, is our most recent information. They don't know we have it. But even so, it's likely that the new pods have been activated within the last few months. This is what you will face.
It's an arena.
Ladies and gentlemen, let the 76th Hunger Games begin.
I don't know why you bothered to put Finnick and me through training, Plutarch.
Yeah, we're already the two best equipped soldiers you have.
Don't think the fact escapes me. Now back in line, soldiers Odair and Everdeen. I have a presentation to finish.
What am I going to tell Annie?
Nothing. That's what my mother and sister will be hearing from me. It's bad enough that we're going back into a fully equipped arena. They don't need to know.
If she sees that holograph...
She won't. It's classified information. It must be. Anyway, it's not like actual games. Any number of people will survive. You still want to go, don't you?
Of course. I want to destroy Snow just as much as you do.
It won't be like the other games. This time Snow will be a player too.
Joanna's back in the hospital.
What happened, Haymitch?
It was while she was taking her final exam. They tried to ferret out a soldier's potential weaknesses. So they flooded the street.
So, she can swim. Not as well as Finnick here, but then who can?
That's how they tortured her in the Capitol. Soaked her and then used electric shocks. In the exam, she had some kind of flashback. Panicked, didn't know where she was. She's back under sedation. You two should go see her. You're as close to friends as she's got. I better go tell Plutarch. He won't be happy. He wants as many victors as possible for the cameras to follow in the Capitol. Thinks it makes for better television.
Are you and Beettee going?
Let me rephrase. As many young and attractive victors as possible. So, no, we'll be here.
I'm going to see Joanna now.
Okay. I'll be down in a little while.
What's that?
I made it for you. I went out to the woods and collected it. Smell it.
It smells like home.
That's what I was hoping. You being from 7 and all. Remember when we met? You were a tree. Well, briefly.
You have to kill him, Katniss.
Don't worry.
Swear it. On something you care about.
I swear it on my life.
On your family's life.
On my family's life. Why do you think I'm going in anyway?
I just needed to hear it.
Squad 451, you have been selected for a special mission. We have numerous sharpshooters, but rather a dearth of camera crews. Therefore, we've handpicked the 8 of you to be what we call our Star Squad. You will be the on-screen faces of the invasion.
What you're saying is we won't be actually in combat?
Oh, you will be in combat. But perhaps not always on the front line. If one can even isolate the front line in this type of war.
None of us wants that. We're going to fight.
You're here to be as useful to the war effort as possible. And it's been decided that you're of most value on television. Just look at the effect Katniss had running around in that Mockingjay suit. Turned the whole rebellion around. Do you notice she's the only one not complaining here? It's because she understands the power of that screen.
That's because I have no intention of staying with the Star Squad. But I need to get to the capital before I can kill Snow. But it's not all pretend, is it? That'd be a waste of talent.
Don't worry. You'll have plenty of real targets to hit. But don't get blown up. I've got enough on my plate without having to replace you. Now get to the capital and put on a good show.
Katniss is on her way to the capital. Will she kill Snow or be killed in the war? Find out next time in part 6 of the Hunger Games Mockingjay radio drama. Until then,
may the odds be ever in your favor.